Masks are also being discussed by leaders on a statewide level. Many of the newly elected representatives say they will wear a mask to protect themselves, their families, and their constituents. Austin Goss has the story from our Pierre newsroom.
There's been good news recently about a COVID-19 vaccine rollout, but cases in South Dakota continue to climb. It's because of those numbers that newly elected legislators like Will Mortenson say that they will be wearing a mask during the 2021 legislative session.
In my mind, the voters sent us there to do a job. It's only 10 weeks long, and if I get COVID and I got to sit on the sidelines for 2 weeks, I'm not going to be very effective at doing the job for them.
Mortenson penned an op-ed for the local newspapers in his district, saying he will wear a mask so he could continue the work of the people and protect his family. A number of state legislators have worn masks during state legislative business since the pandemic began. And with much still unknown, leadership hopes to have a viable online option in place for the legislature should they need it.
The key thing is that we owe it to the people of South Dakota to have a session, to carry out the job they hired us to do. And so if we got to put on one of these to keep ourselves safe, to keep the people around us, and I've got a newborn baby on the way here in a week or two, and so keeping her safe.
In the Senate, State Senator Erin Tobin shares a similar sentiment. Tobin is a certified nurse practitioner. That is just one of the reasons she plans to wear a mask during the legislative session.
Right now, especially, I'm seeing how important it is not only to be out when you're out in public to socially distance, but have a mask on, but also to set a good example.
She hopes that her example will help her better represent healthcare workers across the state.
Through social media, I can hear stories and frustrations that other healthcare workers have. And if I can support them, I will. And they would like to try to get the message to the public to wear a mask if you can, more often.
Legislators are still debating what that legislative session might look like given COVID, but plan to have a tentative plan ahead of the January 12th start date. In Pierre, I'm Austin Goss.